Welcome back, Dapper Dialogues family. Yes, sir, man. We appreciate y'all for spinning the block and come and kick it with the flies of the world, man. Why be fly when you can be dapper instead? You feel me? You understand me? Happy holidays. Holidays coming up around the corner. Christmas time, we looking real cozy. We got look like we recording inside a chimney.
Huh.
But we're just gonna get hop straight into it. Happy holidays to y'all. No telling when y'all see this. Wishing y'all best of luck and well, luck not real. That's a topic we can get into. But besides that, but just wishing y'all the best, man, and keep God first. But man, I don't know about you, but bruh, been a long week for me, bruh. It just felt so hectic,
Just in general, or just like work wise.
like everything, bro. It just felt like a long week, like. I don't know what happened. I think I pulled something, but it wasn't didn't like like when you like playing football and you like get the wind knocked out of you.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like that, but it was like my back, but it wasn't my back, but it was like my lung, but it wasn't my
So it
lung
was like
though.
when you breathe.
It was kind of like it almost felt like I had like a bruised rib.
So when you breathe, it hurt.
Not no more, but it was kind of like if I move a certain way too though. It was like but it wasn't like on the side. It was like in the back, like one of the back ribs. It was like a weird position, but I thugged it out through that. But man, that hurt it, but it didn't hurt too bad. I mean, I thugged it out. Uh, the week in general just been long, work wise, and then on top of that, when you count your pockets,
Hmm.
estimating stuff and. It's like, dang, bro. It's like I got like right now, bro. I got so much I'm trying to get and take care of and yada yada yada. And it's like I got enough, but it's like I just need that over the edge pusher, and which also goes into leave why the week been so long too. Is nigga ain't hit a parlay. I ain't hit a
Oh, that's why.
parlay.
Then that sums it all up.
Man,
Then
I ain't hit a parlay in like a week, bro. Man, it's been rough. I've been getting so like I've been getting 3 out of 5s, 4 out of like, bro. It's been rough, bro. Like, man, bro.
that's that betting life, man.
I know that's why I don't be tripping, son. It's like it come with it, but it's like, bro. It's like, bro. Some like okay, so one game, one no, it wasn't even one game. I think it was like Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday, bro. Everybody underperformed like crazy. Like it was like
A
not.
tournament ball over with.
But it was like 2 games. So like the first 2 games after the tournament, people were hooping. Like Giannis dropped 60. Fox was hooping. Like everybody was hooping. Joel dropped 50. Like so I'm like, oh yeah, they getting back in that mode. Man, I had Joel for like a stat one game. He needed like, but he was hooping so much. This dude didn't play the whole fourth quarter. I needed
Hmm.
him to get in and get one rebound or something. I kept checking. I'm like, it ain't moving. I look at the score. This nigga got 50 and 50. He had like 50 and 11 rebounds in the third quarter. I'm like, and I look at the score. They up 30. I said, oh man, he ain't getting back
Yeah.
in. I in another game. The war. I forgot the Clippers was playing somebody. I think they was playing the Raptors or something. Man, the Clippers put a spanking on them boys. Who I can't remember. They whooped them by like 30. I'm like, man, when the Clippers not like that?
Hmm.
Like, bro, this is crazy, bro. But speaking of basketball, though, the Draymond Green situation again. You know, Draymond Debo Green strikes again. So did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that, man. They said indefinitely. Like that's crazy though.
So I've been.
But bro, so they had a lot of different podcasts, bro, on that same topic, bro, and they
Mhm.
was basically saying how like that he shouldn't. Some people saying that he shouldn't be. Some people saying he is. Some people saying so. What's his name? Rasheed Wallace was on
Mhm.
somebody podcast. He was saying that how man Draymond like that because of them. He was
Oh
like
yeah, I saw
basically
that because
because
of them
he grew
old.
up. He grew
Yeah,
up in a locker room. He saw everything that they did
yeah,
behind the cameras,
yeah.
and it just went from there. But bro, I don't know. Draymond, that nigga KD say something wrong with Draymond. He need to get
Yeah,
checked.
I've been saying that, bro. And I ain't gonna lie. I like Draymond, and I like I love people that play physical. It's part of the game. I wish they'd bring that back, but I ain't gonna lie. So a lot of people, it's two things. Some people saying that he might catch Wallace record. He not catching it, and the reason why he won't catch it is because the
Record in what?
ejections or takes or something like that.
Well, shit, he ain't, if they ain't gonna let him, if they don't let him back in the league, how he
No,
supposed to do
so
it?
that's another thing. He getting back in the league. And definitely. So I was listening to a few like ex NBA players, like Gilbert Arenas. You know, he got suspended too, for that gun situation. And and I would listen to a few more other basketball podcasts on like vets and stuff that used to play or are playing. And definitely don't see when I thought indefinitely, I thought it meant done, like period, like.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what it means. Uh, it basically means they say he got to take like some therapy classes. He got to do like some community work and
But what that's gonna do for his like for him, bro? That's not gonna do
so
nothing.
they said that he got to do that, and it got to be like with the team, and he can still practice and all of with the team. So, but then Steve Kerr back Norin came. So after that came up, Steve Kerr said, "Well, at this point, because he was taking up for him a little bit, but then he said, well, at this point, uh, the guy that punched Jordan Poole, the guy that stepped on Sabonis, the guy that choked out Rudy, the guy that punched Yusuf, like he said, that's the guy that needs to change. And this Steve Kerr saying this about Jeremiah. So he's like, yeah. So and because he's like, at this point, it's past basketball. Like he's a father, he has a family.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
What you think it is?
honestly,
Do you think it's just Draymond being Draymond, or you think it's something? There's something going on.
I ain't gonna lie. I think, well, okay, so I don't see nothing from a Dray. From if I'm looking at Draymond, I don't see nothing wrong with it because this is Draymond. He a dirty player. Except I think why it's such of a magnitude is though is because he doing it.
Frequently.
I think that might be why it's getting such a light because some of this is like
And
is
also, them refs
the
used to
refs
didn't call. Now they calling
the
every little
refs
thing,
are
bro.
extremely sensitive now. Jokic then got
Facts.
ejected 3 times this
Giannis got
season.
ejected.
Like bro,
It's going
Desmond Baines
crazy.
got ejected. He got a tech last night just for talking to his former teammate Dylan Brooks because they playing against each other. Like bro, and it wasn't even nothing. Like Dylan Brooks dribbling the ball, Desmond Baines on him. He get a little pluck if one out of bounds, and he like, yeah. I mean that's
Yeah, that's normal
basketball.
basketball.
Like
Yeah,
bro, like they're literally ex teammates. They played together for like what 4 5 years. Like, bro, they can't talk now. Like that really bothers me, bro. But before I get into that, Dylan Brooks. Speaking of Dylan Brooks gamed them boys last night in
I
Desmond
saw that.
Bain face. I ain't gonna lie, I like Dylan. I always was a Dylan fan. Dylan the villain. Like I was like, bro, I don't know. See, I think the way society works, like in the basketball community, bro. Anytime somebody does anything towards LeBron, nobody like it, and they just meat rot him. And ever since that playoff series, whenever he was talking all that trash about Brian, calling him old and washed and
I
all
think a
that,
lot of things, a lot of stuff that he say though, it's just trash talk. Like
it
I don't even
is.
think he believe himself.
But I think he didn't. But I think he's talked himself up to playing up to that level. Because before he was kind of like he wasn't horrible, but he was like an average role player. Like, but his stats are better this year. A lot of people don't want to talk about it because they want to just push the negative narrative.
Mm-hmm.
But like he's averaging more points. Well, he a little inconsistent, but like when he do like his games back in the day was probably like 8, 6, 10. Now he dropping 20-point games. He start on a team like that. That team got a lot of talent. He a
Definitely.
starter. He get good minutes, and they trust him. Like, bro, game on the line. They like it was like a 1 point game. They let him
Mm-hmm.
like usually look at any other team. Game on the line, the best player calling for the ball. Whether it's, so it's like they trust him to an extent where it's like, I mean, so it's like they like, hey, we're gonna let him rock. Because when I look back at the video, it was some people, but nobody was like they were just like ready for the ball in case he was about to pass it. But it wasn't nobody like like none of the point guards, none of them young cats, no, like all them Jalen Green. I don't even know if he played last night, but like nobody was calling for the ball. So I like that. I think this system might be for him. Honestly, I say this about everybody though. Hey, we'll take him in Boston, you know. But I mean, hey, shout out to Dylan the villain. He definitely been playing well. Definitely want to see him keep progressing. But
See, he kind of he trying to. I feel like he trying to be like Draymond, but the only
mhm.
difference between him and Draymond is Dylan Brooks. He ain't gonna put his hands on you
I
basically,
was just about to say,
but he gonna talk. He gonna get all in your face. He just like a Patrick Bell.
that's what I was. So that's what I was about to say. I was about to say it's like trash talking. You can go two ways. You can go the Draymond route or the Pat Bev route.
Yeah.
I think he just took the Pat Bev route, and there's nothing wrong with that because that's keeping it basketball. Even if you get in a tech or something like, because Dylan is the one that's actually getting under people's skin because they know the type of dude he is. Like, if all right, say even if he don't like you, remember just like Pat Bev. Pat Bev got a block on Brian. This nigga always talk about that block.
Always.
So it's like Dylan, Pat Bev, them players, like you can't even give them nothing or they're going to like taking and run with it. So it's like you got to be honest. So Draymond, I think I think he just getting to the point where he getting older. These young cats is talking to him crazy. Like remember when Anthony Edwards was talking to him, and then like that next time they played, that was when Rudy got choked. So him and Anthony Edwards was talking, and he was like, "Oh, ain't nobody worried about you, nigga."
Man, he got
So
into it with probably everybody in the NBA.
exactly, somebody said he on a foreign spree right now. He taking all the foreign people, and I like they showed it. He didn't like a lot of
I mean,
foreign.
if you go back and think about it,
Exactly,
bro,
Sabonis. They say
Rudy.
Rudy, Joel, Yusuf. I don't know if Steven Adams is American. Or I don't know. He might be
I don't,
Hawaiian. I think.
I think something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
but I don't know. But yeah, it's basketball is in a frenzy right now. But yeah, they basically say he just got to do like some therapy, woo woo, yada yada, and then
I wonder if he gonna actually come out and say like, what if something was really that, like if something
no,
really bothering him. I wonder if he gonna come out.
nobody gonna. He ain't gonna say. Because right now I feel like he got that fu money. You know, you get so much money, you just say f everybody. So
But he did apologize though.
he
He said
did.
he said, all my stuff that I do it intentionally. He said,
Mhm,
but I didn't intentionally do this. He's
mhm.
like, I apologize and all of that. But I'm like, man, nobody ain't
But
gonna take
it's
that
just,
now.
and I ain't gonna lie, this made sense when I heard the Gilbert Arenas was like, Draymond keeps saying, "Why y'all keep using my past against me?" Because that's all they do. They be like, "Oh, you did this, yada yada." But he was like, "I already did the time for that. I got suspended, voodoo, I got fined, whatever. It's over with." So I look at it from that perspective. It makes sense. But then whenever he put it like this, somebody else was like, "Yeah, well, you're a repeat offender. If you a drunk driver and you get a DUI the first time, you might get a fine. The second time, you might get your license took or suspended. The third
Right. Yeah, you
time,
going to
you
jail.
going to jail."
Yeah.
And so it's like it kind of when you put it in that perspective, it make a lot more sense. But then again, you like,
But
bro,
that's a whole. I feel like there's a whole different scenario though, because I mean, if you can kill somebody.
yeah,
I mean, he ain't killing nobody. Now, if that was different, if he killed somebody, it was
yeah.
over with.
But bro, or even if he severely injured nobody,
I feel
he
like if he would have injured Rudy Gobert to where, like, if he would have like put him in a choker and put him to sleep,
oh he would have
he
been
would have been
done.
way where he would have been
Oh
done.
yeah, he would have been.
But
And they still would have tried to justify it,
you
but
know how long you gotta have somebody in a chokehold.
well, actually, so whenever that situation happened, I was listening to a different podcast, and that was like, Draymond couldn't have been choking him hard for real because he had him choke like in the hole for like 18 seconds. I don't know if it's an MMA dude or who I was listening to or whatever, but he was like, if you really want to choke somebody out, like it don't take long.
Well, yeah, but you got to be trained to know how to do that.
But not even. I mean, I guess
Because you can squeeze
yeah,
too. Some people think if you put somebody in a chokehold and you hold it tight,
yeah,
no, bro, you can end up killing somebody doing that.
true.
You can break that Adam's apple or whatever it is right there and crack it, and you can kill them. So you got to have a right amount of tension. And like my grandfather used to do it all the time, bro. He'd put you to sleep in a second, like easy.
Mhm.
I didn't see him do it multiple times, so I know it's possible. But I don't feel like Draymond trained, and if he was trained, he wouldn't have had him in there for that long. He would
Oh
have been
no.
put him to sleep.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're right. I mean, I don't think he was doing it to harm him. I think he was just doing to let him know where he stand at. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of people like be talking about Draymond. He getting fed up. His team suck. They ain't got no depth. Andrew Wiggins playing like horrible. They got rid
yeah,
of
they
that.
took him off the starting line.
He got benched. Clay been bricking. This is frustration, and I feel like they've been chatting at practice. Like I feel like I low key feel like why everybody off is because like all right, they losing. Somebody at practice like, man, none of this would have happened if you wouldn't have punched Jordan Poole. So
No, they definitely had a squad with Jordan Poole though.
but no, that's what I'm talking about the other people though, because like when it first happened, nobody even like came out and spoke about it, like except Draymond and the coach. So it's like, oh, he was like, oh, I apologize to Jordan, yada yada. F all that, bro. You punched on it. You basically punched on the next superstar. Well, he was gonna be in. I don't Washington. I don't.
Man, they let him do what he want to
But
do.
see, that's the like he needs to be at a place where he can do whatever he want to do.
Hmm
But Washington is not that place because he doing too much of what he wanted
I
to.
feel like if you put Poole around a good team, bro,
Mm,
I feel like he'll still succeed. He'll stop
I
doing all that fancy stuff what he be doing
yeah.
and actually do play the team just like he did at
I
Golden
I
State.
feel like he playing with a chip on his shoulder right now.
He got something he want to prove.
And I think that's why it's not working because he's trying too hard.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he's so frustrated. He trying to overhoop like you ever be like playing basketball when you were a kid or something against like one of your older cousins or somebody that's like just bigger than you, stronger than you, like better,
hmm
just like every aspect and to work to get one bucket, even if you get it, you gotta work so hard for it.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, even if you get 3, 4 buckets, you out of energy and drain and y'all going to 15.
And he's still good.
Exactly. So I think that's what's happening. It's like he over there, he doing so much because he trying to prove a point. And by the time he do finally get it going, shoot, he didn't took 25 dribbles. He like, bro, I think if he just slow it down, let the game come to him.
Well,
Cause he
he'll be
got a
way
decent,
better.
he got a decent squad. Like Kuzma getting his this season. Kuzma averaged like 20 and like 5 or whatever. 21 and 5, something like that. Now, granted, Kuzma he was there for a minute though. He was in the system already. But Jordan, he got to shake back and get in the system. He averaged like 17 or 15. Like, and if you the number one option on the team, you should be averaging more than that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I think Dame averaged like 20 like, and Dame got Giannis on his team. So if, I mean, like, and Dame not even scoring like he used to. So if Dame can get 20 with Giannis on the court, dropping 60 and 50, you should be able to go and give me 25. You don't, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's taking back because when the season started, he was hot. Like he was looking
Man,
nice.
the other day, I think, or was it the other day or something? He shot the ball from damn near the hash, an air ball. He just doing,
Uh,
bro. He. I feel like he's trying to be Curry to a
mhm.
certain extent. Like that's how I feel. Cause he wasn't taking shots like this. He
Well, I
was not
mean,
taking shots
he
like this
he was in Golden State, but I think he had a lot more confidence because
because everybody was all of because he was considered a shooter at the time, so all of them was
exactly.
doing the same
And I
thing.
still think people consider because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of I don't know if they changed something like the balls or the rims or height or the court or something. It's a lot of shooters playing bad this year. Uh, Buddy Hill playing horrible. Jordan Poole, horrible. Klay Thompson, horrible. Like it's a lot of just like pure shooters that ain't playing up to par. Like I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's something in the air. I don't know if
Shoot, I don't know, but Brunson went for 50 last night.
you
He
know
went
it's
9 for 9.
bro. You know it's crazy. I really don't like Brunson, bro.
Why?
Like
I feel like he a hooper.
I want to like him because when he was on Dallas, he was hooping. But
Hmm
it's like, bro, I really don't like inconsistent hoopers, bro. One game he go for 50, the next game he go for 15, and he the point guard, and he don't be averaging assists. Now, granted, Julius Randle can get his own bucket. He not going straight up, but it's like, bro, how are you the point guard averaging 2, 3, 4 assists, and it ain't like you averaging 30. He averaged like 20, 24. But you ain't averaging 30 and you ain't getting no assists. Like, what you doing up there?
I feel like Brunson is still he's still working his way in though.
I do kind of feel like that's a good fit for him though in New York, but I think they need some pieces, bro. Like,
Oh yeah, they definitely been needing
bro,
pieces.
they got a nice duo, Brunson, Julius Randle, cool. We need RJ Barrett to. RJ got to play better. He
Yeah, he
playing
been
decent.
slacking.
He playing decent. Like he a good rebounder for them. And he averaged I think like 14, 15, which ain't bad because all he mainly doing is shooting and slashing, which is cool. But come on, a dude like that, he was like what I think like a top 5 pick or something like that. He should be. It should be 3 people on that team averaging 20 this year. Uh, they got a nice backup, Emmanuel quickly. He been hooping. I think they need a big though. I don't think Mitchell Robinson is that big for them. Like if I'm that organization, I'm probably gonna try to get rid of that. Get some.
Bro, I feel like the Knicks ain't gonna never be. They ain't gonna never be good. Like that's just
Yeah,
my opinion.
and
I don't
I
feel
feel
like
like
that
I
because
feel
nobody really want to go to the Knicks either.
yeah.
Like it's gonna be hard to get you somebody that's good unless one of these like Brunson or
Mhm.
somebody they really start balling and they get somebody to go over there. But other than that, I don't
Unless they
think.
get a pick and they not.
Yeah,
I
something
ain't gonna
like
lie. If
that.
they would have so just for like odds though, like if they would have had the first round number 1 pick last year or this year and got Wimby, I ain't gonna lie. They probably look way different. We might be having a whole different conversation right now if they get Wimby.
Oh yeah.
Because that's already like you got RJ, Jalen Brent. Like you got that. I ain't gonna lie, that's a contender team right there. Because now I heard the coach is bad over there. That's why Obi Toppin wanted to leave. But I
Man,
ain't
it's
gonna
been bad.
yeah.
It's been, bro. It's been terrible. That's why the Knicks are they never good, bro. Like since the Knicks haven't been good since Carmelo left. They've been decent some
Sure.
years, but
They was barely good when he
yeah,
was
they was
there.
exactly. So I mean, that ain't going. Then you had Porzingis when he was there, but at that time, Porzingis wasn't even playing like Porzingis.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. But I ain't gonna lie. So I think they said they only play like 1 or 2 seasons together, Melo and Porzingis. But bro, that should have been a
They definitely
like
should have been.
that. Well, I mean, it's hard to say because Kristaps. I don't know. I don't really recall him early in his career. I remember it vaguely, but I don't know. But I know he was injury prone, so I don't know if he got injured or what.
Well,
But
he had stuff going on with him too. You remember? I don't know. You remember in the club he got in a fight or something like that.
Kristaps,
Yeah, a while back, like a long time ago. He got into it with somebody in the like. I think he punched somebody or something.
man, you know how wild you got to be to punch on a nigga that's 7'2".
I forgot what happened, but I think it was him, bro. I think it was Porzingis. He had got in some trouble.
Like let's imagine how thugging you gotta be to be like, I don't care if you 7'2" or 8, like the average you gotta jump to hit somebody seven
Are
two
you football tackle their ass?
or bring him down to your level because that ain't gonna happen. But so I saw this, bro. I was at work and bro, I saw the soup community they starting to add like more letters now.
What you mean on what?
The soup community,
Soup? Like
yes.
SOUP?
Yes, bro, the soup community.
Nigga, what? I'm
Like
lost.
the alphabet soup,
So I
like
thought they had all the alphabets in there.
nah, they added some more letters. Like no, like like the Androids, the Nokias, the LG HD TVs.
I'm lost as hell.
Like like the alphabet community.
Okay, okay, I get you.
Chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they added some more letters. I took a picture of it. I don't even know. I thought it was funny because I don't know what these letters even mean, bro. Like, let me see if I can find this picture, bro. So this is the new letters now. LGBTQIA plus. I don't know what all that mean.
Got me.
Bro, I was
Got me.
because they had a post up. I'm like, what? they really starting to update the community like a HD TV. Like they starting to add, bro. It's like I'm really just like, bro, y'all just put all of them in there right now. 'Cause they just gonna keep adding letters. They got 14 letters in it already. With the alphabet 20, what, 32,
Yeah,
28?
something like that.
Like, come
I
on,
think
son.
32 or something like
I need to go ahead and just throw the rest of them in and just call it the LMNOP community. Just wrap it up.
that.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. I saw that. It was that was funny to me. I don't know. Have you ever had any friends that was a part of that community?
No,
You ever knew anybody like girl, guy?
no, not no.
I don't know if I had any friends that was. I mean, I feel like I've definitely had a few girlfriends, but every girl. I said it before. I think almost every girl is a little boy at some point in
Yeah,
their life,
I think it's I feel like they either they didn't thought about it or
Mhm.
they didn't did it.
or they willing to do it. Like a lot of times these girls they just be like right place, right time, and they don't go, bro. Like, but speaking of girls, bro, like so when you was like growing up, like talking to girls and courting girls and all that, like what was the most green thing you've done, like while trying to court a girl or something like that?
Like trying to pull her.
Yeah, like or if y'all talking like in the talking stage, like was just something like a flunky move you did, like some clown, like goofy stuff.
Nah, I can't say what I did on there. Man, let me think of some PG-13 or some shit. Oh
I got a few.
no.
I got a few. I mean, I was never like no crash dummy, but I really when I was young, bro, I used to think like how people like now everything they see on Instagram they think is real. Like
Yeah.
I was like that, but like with movies. So I'm like, oh, this is how it'll go. This is how they do it in the movies.
Yeah,
Like
I thought
but not on no corny stuff. Not like on no like how they just be doing corny stuff in movies. Not like nothing like that. But I mean like so one time wait, what I about to say? Okay, so I'll say this one thing. So one thing I did, this this girl, I ain't gonna lie, looking back at it, this was like, but I'm kind of glad I did it already because it's not like when I did it since at a young age, it put me on game. So this one girl that I was talking to or whatever, whole time I didn't know, but I forgot what they call it, but it was like when a girl just trying to keep you close enough to where they kind of got you in their pocket, but they don't want to like let you all the way go. It was like one of them kind of things. So
mm,
I was like kind of like every time I pull away, she'll like kind of pull back and then kind of just keep you in
y'all
arm's
wasn't
reach.
basically on the same page.
Yeah, and so I didn't really know all of her situation details because we went to the same school, but like like outside of school, all that you don't really be knowing all that. So
Yeah.
I heard a few rumors about some things and stuff, bro. But so one day, we used to like text every day, or whatever. And one day she was like, I need a jacket. Can I borrow one of your jackets?" I was like, shoot, I don't care, whatever. I'm thinking like she gonna like tell me to bring it to school or something. And she was like, I'll come pick it up right now. Now we in middle school. So I'm like, how she gonna come pick it up? But I ain't think so I'm not thinking, bro. I'm like 7th, 6th grade. I'm like, shoot, I don't care. I think I think it was in 7th grade. I think it was in 7th grade. So she's like, yeah, I'll come pick it up. So she came to the crib to come get the jacket. And she just literally got the jacket and left. Whole time though, I didn't know the person that brought her in who brought her to go get the jacket was her boyfriend in the car. Oh,
Oh,
and
that's tough.
but it was like one of them things. Like her boyfriend was like, I think it was like a freshman or something. So he was driving already, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I ain't put two and two together. Now after that moment, at that moment, I was like, oh yeah, oh okay, I see what this is. Yeah, I ain't getting that jacket back. and this ain't that. So after that, I had kind of like, oh yeah, I see how the game is, but that was one I was like, nah.
I mean, I ain't never had that. I mean, I didn't. So, like, I didn't let my like a girl that I was like conversating with like wear my Letterman jacket in high
Mhm.
school, and a nigga ain't letting his Letterman jacket go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that kind of that kind of opened a bar because every woman know that every girl at the time knew that if you wear a Letterman jacket, that means you kind of up there.
Yeah.
Man, I looked at it like as in, okay, I give her this Letterman jacket, and she gonna think what I want her to think
Mm-hmm.
and lead to something else. But it didn't. It kind of did, but it didn't. Like, because then she started. I really didn't at that point, bro. I think the time I let her wear it, I don't even think I really wanted to talk to her like that. But all that shit did was start stuff. Like, damn, he letting you wear his Letterman jacket and this and that. But see, I was so stupid at the time. People, I didn't think people was gonna actually catch on too. Then you got other girls. Oh, he letting you wear his Letterman jacket and all of this shit. I'm like, damn, I gave it to the wrong one, and
You done
that's
messed up the whole
messed up the
roster.
whole everything, bro.
You had her wearing that Letterman jacket.
The whole thing. Thought I had it good. Learn from my mistake though. Never again. I ain't even wear my Letterman jacket. Shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. One more green thing I did though. It's like, so when I was young, bro, like I said on the movies type stuff. So I used to always, like you be seeing like I don't know, but I had like a lot of friends that was like hornballs, bro. Like they was like trying to crack everything 24/7, any chance they could get, yada yada yada. Me, I just like being around females and like just vibing,
That shit was just
whatever.
like something that bro. Back in the day, like whenever people like dudes did that, it was just just some of them was either just to fit in,
Mm-hmm.
some of them was just to try to get their name out there. Some of them, bro, it was so much stuff, but we were so stupid.
Yeah, nah, facts, without a doubt. But like, so me, I was like, bro, I'd rather, I'd rather have build a real connection before I just start like trying to wow. So I remember
Hmm.
this one time. This actually happened twice, but the time I'm talking about, so I was at the movies with this one girl. You know, I'm playing. I'm see me, and at least I learned this at a young age, like don't the girls don't like it when you try to like be thirsty or whatever. So you know me, I'm P. I'm like, man, I'm cool off everything. Whatever happened, happened. But I'm just playing it extra P. I'm so P. You feel me? So I'm just chilling, right? We watching a movie, yada yada. I'm thinking it's a cool day, like cool little vibe. Had a little convo, yada yada. Good little vibe. Snuggled up, watching a movie. Cool. And after the movie, walk her to the car. Good. I'm thinking cool night. Cool, like everything, we had a little convo, a little hug, yada yada, nah, 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 nah. I'm thinking it's cool. Bro, I never heard from her again after that. So in my head, I was like, I always want to know what happened, but I also was like, dang, maybe she didn't want to watch the movie, and I just didn't know. Cause I was like, not to see, like like when you young, you go to the movies, but they be like, y'all ain't really trying to watch no movie. So
Yeah.
I was like, dang, was I supposed to just like say f the movie? But I didn't. I don't know.
After moving, get straight to business or
That's what I'm
what?
saying. She probably was like, man, this old lover boy, and, man, this is. So
Hey,
I was
why you
like,
playing, bro? Like girls back then was really the ones to pull the first move on some shit.
exactly.
So I mean, it was really if she didn't pull the first move now, because I felt like when you on like a date like that, bro. First of all, nigga, when I was on a date when I first and it was my first time meeting them or whatever, or not first time meeting, but first time going on a date with them. It's kind of you got nerves, you nervous a little bit, so you don't know what you want to do, you don't know how you want to do it. So that's why the girl was always the first
Mm,
approach. Because if you approach a girl the wrong way, that shit can go sideways.
tell me.
But what's the worst thing you ever did to a girl like on a date? Like if y'all went on a date.
The worst. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I think the worst thing is it don't get. I think the worst thing is kind of like when I went to because that was kind of like a date, but I don't really just be dogging them out. I ain't gonna lie. I got a ghosting problem. Like I'll ghost a girl in a heartbeat. Just to, like if I hear you say something that it just don't sit right with me, I just
Without
like
telling them.
yeah without telling them. Like I ain't gonna lie. I had a few people that was like, you just stop. I was like, and I'd be busy, yada yada, yada, but I ain't gonna lie. Basically, yeah, just leaving her like whenever we went to homecoming, and she did that. So I had brought it like we was vibing, had a good night, and then I just left her there. I just left. I was like, she can find her own ride. I don't care.
Well, I guess I ain't gonna feel bad for my story then.
Yeah, I don't care. Like once you do a certain thing, like once you show me your hand and you show me like you ain't got no spades in your hand. Oh, I'm leading. I'm running spades. Like Joker, all that. Ace King. Like I don't care. We taking all the books.
Yeah, man, I had one. We went to the movies. You
Hmm.
know, movies was the number one spot. That's every time you want to go to the movies. So we went to the movies, and this one I had my Honda Accord, bro. The passenger door wouldn't unlock, so we get out of the movies, and bro, it's some crazy shit for real. So we get out of the movies, bro, and I'm unlocking my door, and she telling me to hurry up to unlock her door. So I'm like, bro, can you wait? My door don't unlock with the remote either. I gotta unlock my door, get in the car. So I'm trying to be a gentleman. I'm trying to open my door, unlock the car, and put the air on before she get in the car. So I'm reaching for the car. She say, hurry up. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna open the door. Give me a second. And she kept saying it. So I was like, man, you know what? I ain't opening nothing. So I'm climbing with I closed my door. I got the AC blowing. Bro, she started walking away from the car. You know what? She's like, you know what? I'm gonna just call my mama. I'm like, bro, the door unlocked. Come on, man. I'll bring you home. They're like, no, don't worry about it. I'm gonna call my mama. So that's 2 times that I didn't offer it.
Hmm.
So we walking. I don't know if you remember what Cinemark is, like the
Yeah,
little curve that they
yeah.
had right there. So I pulled up to the curve. She was almost to the curve. She on the phone. I pull up. I say, come on, man. I'm not gonna leave you here. She was like, I'm good. Yeah, nigga, I took off. I called my cousin. I say, hey, bro, was I wrong for leaving this girl at the movies? He's like, what you mean? You left her at the movie? I say, bro, I told her to get in the car 3 times. She thought I was just gonna wait for her, so I ended up leaving. So then she texts me and say, really? That's how you could tell how stubborn girls is, bro. Instead of them putting their
Extremely.
pride to the side and be like, you know what, yeah, just bring me home. I offered you 3 times. Now I'm not about to be that person that's gonna go pick you up and put you in the car.
I never understood why. I mean, so I was talking to the one girl, and she was like, bro, I was trying cause I'm a very I try to be very unbiased about everything that I say, and I try to put myself in both sides of the shoes. So I'm at work talking to this one bro, and she I don't want to bash her, but she was already like she was one of them like rock girls, like them the rock pebble crystal girls. She was one of them, and I was like we was having a conversation about all kind of stuff. She want to talk to me about my signs and all this. Like,
Your signs,
What's
like,
your
oh, your
sign?
birth
What's
sign.
your sign? I'm like, man, I'm a Capri sign. That's my sign. Like, what's your sign? Nissan. Like, nigga, leave me alone, son. But I don't believe in none of that. But oh, they want to play rising moons and all that dumb goofy stuff. So we was talking about a whole bunch of stuff, and we basically ended up getting to talk about like she basically was like, women are smarter than men. I was like, oh snap,
You
and
got one of those.
I was like, I don't even be trying because I think because I'm leading with straight facts, and I want you to prove your opinion. Like not even on the aggressive stuff, just like on some straight to the point stuff. And I think with the wrong person listening to that conversation, or that's not like if you a biased person, you don't hear the conversation, you hear what you want to.
Mm-hmm.
So through the wrong ears, it might come off as like misogynistic or something like that, and that's far from me. I'm never one of them. But I'm just gonna keep it true. Like even if a dude saying something wrong, I correct. If a female saying something wrong, so she was like, uh, dudes are not women are smarter than men. Men only use like half% less than women. Like women use double percent. All she's like, oh, their brains and all. Well, I'm like, well, the average human they don't use 70% of their brain either. Oh, that's just men though. I'm like, what? This is a proven fact. So she was like, well, and then men, y'all don't care about nothing. I'm like, as a man, we just simplify everything. Y'all make it more complicated. Like we see it for what it is, and y'all see it for what it could be. Y'all
Yep.
see it for what it ain't, what it is, what it could be, what it might
And
be.
that's in every aspect. It
Ex-
don't matter what it is, bro. It don't.
bro,
A man can live just with a TV, a video game, and Wi-Fi. A woman, No, bro. I guarantee if you give a man $1,000 and you give a woman $1,000, who you think gonna spend that shit first?
Man, the woman gonna spend that.
Exactly. They got to get their hair done. They could be at desperate need and they can't do it themselves. They got to go get a professional to do it, bro. A man can live with literally food, water, Wi-Fi, a TV, and a video game. We ain't got to go out there and get our hair done, get a haircut, get our nails done. We ain't got to do all of this stuff that we can do ourselves, bro. If a man ain't got no money, I guarantee he gonna find a way to give himself a haircut. He might not have an edge, but it's gonna be a haircut. A woman,
Yeah.
nah, bro. A woman feel like it's a need to go get this done. They gotta go out their day to go get what they gotta get done, bro. And that's what I don't understand. Then when it comes to coming to a woman aspect, bro, a woman has to win every time.
Has to. And
Has
bro,
to.
so that's how the conversation was going. I'm just asking her to prove everything. And she was like kind of like, you know how like you like when you get in a conversation with somebody and you just like giving facts, facts. And they just kind of saying what they feel and what they keep feeling. And then it get to the point where like halfway through the conversation, I'm like, bro, she hearing what she want to hear. She not even really hearing me for real. I kind of got turned off. Like I don't even really want to talk to her period no more because I'm like, bro, I'm just wasting my time. But I don't want to just be like a douche and be like, man, you don't know what you're talking about, Walker, because that's what she want me to do. That's gonna prove her right. Oh, just like every other man, yada yada. So
Either
it's
you
like
gonna prove her right or you gonna prove her wrong.
exactly. So I'm like, bro, let's agree to disagree and keep it pushing. Because I'm like, you got your own view, and I want to understand why you think the way you think. Why do I want to understand why you thinking the way you thinking? But obviously, it's a lot deeper than what it is because. So we was talking about a whole bunch of stuff about how she get into this spiritual stuff, right? And she was like, "Well, I was in college, yada yada yada, and stuff was getting bad. Somebody died, yada yada." And she was like, I don't know. She didn't say she was a Christian, but she was like believing the Bible or something like that. And then it had like this big turn after like people like stuff started going bad for her basically. And she was like, "Oh," I was like, "Oh, at this point it can't be no God, yada yada." So that's why I'm doing all the spiritual stuff, and I believe in a higher power, but God is not. I don't believe in God because uh, God is a man. A woman can't come from a man. Uh,
So obviously she don't know nothing then.
and so I'm just like I was so
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just would have walked away.
bro. But you know what's crazy?
I just would have walked away.
I was so invested into what made her think this because I ain't gonna lie. From the outside looking in, you wouldn't expect this from her. She like I'm talking about. She like one of them girls that's like she cheesing like 24/7. Nice little smile, look good. She be flirting and all that. Happy. She looked like a happy spirit. And I ain't gonna lie. Ever since that day, I was like, nah. This is like
Yeah,
unforeseen
cause it
territory.
sounds like it sounds like she against men, like
Yeah, bro.
all men.
Bro, I'm like, and I just be like you're like, what? So basically, I'm like, what led you to this? And so she was then saying basically all the bad stuff. So you know me, I'm part time therapist, and I'm like, well, it sounds like you latched on to this the fake spiritual stuff because you was going through something
And
traumatic.
you think that's what got you out of
And
it.
so I was trying to explain her to that. Well, maybe you know, you might not see it, but it was a trauma bond. You was going through something traumatic. You found something that brought you peace,
Mm-hmm.
and now y'all are bonded together because when this happened, you did this, and you putting that together and making it seem like this is what made this time not so bad. It turned this bad time from a good time. In all reality, that might not even be the case. That's just like if you having a bad like prime example, right? I ain't hit a parlay in a minute. I cooked up some good parlays today, and if I hit, I'd be like, hey, I hit because I had on this pajama set. Every time I wear this pajama set, I hit. I gotta wear the pajama set anytime I want it. Like, you know how dumb that sound? But I think people just
But they got people that do that
and I
believe
feel
that.
like that's what she was kind of doing because I'm like, you telling me because I was trying to make it make sense. I was like, how could that make sense if she was saying at one point when she was at her lowest, but she was saying she didn't So and it made me more intrigued because when I'm listening to her, she know the Bible. She referencing stuff to me. She like, oh, go read this, gotta wow. And so I'm like, she's like, oh, but the Bible. Well, I'm like, well, first of all, the Bible isn't the law, right? The Bible is a book of stories telling you what people did,
Mm-hmm.
how they did it, and what happened when they did it. It's giving you the advice that, hey, when God told somebody to do this and they did it, this happened. When they didn't do it, this happened.
Mm-hmm.
When he obeyed, this happened. When he believed, this happened. Like that's all it is. So I mean, you don't have to believe in the Bible or not. To me, that don't bother me. Because if you want to go and try to point out flaws in the Bible, because the Bible is just a story about what happened, and it's kind of just like if it's the Bible is basically me telling you, me telling somebody your life from what I saw.
So yeah.
So it's like, hey, yeah, I saw DeAndre was a barber. He had a clothing brand. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. At one point, DeAndre was kind of swole. Like that's the
But
Bible.
see, some people take that. Some people take all the context and all of that, and they think it's them. Like, bro, it's you only saw one. You only read one side. Like, you only
Exactly.
saw my side. You didn't see what about everybody else. They had
Exactly.
different, bro. They had different ways of dealing with it. And see, I see what you're saying on like basically something that caught her and got her attention and got her out of what she was in. She think that's gonna work every time, bro. Which is not, bro. That's if a person looked at that like that all the time, bro. A lot of people would just be just down because if they go off of what lifted them up at that time, what if they go down again and that same thing ain't there to lift them up?
Bro, it's just like with drinking. Like that's why they get all these alcoholics. They want to drink away the pain. They want to smoke away the
And it's just
pain. They
temporary.
pop pills. Like, all this stuff. Like it's literally a temporary fix,
Oh,
and a temporary fix to something can lead to a long time disaster.
facts.
Like if you want a short term like instant gratification, you gonna in the long term you're gonna perish. I literally saw a video today about a mouse in a jar, right? The mouse is in a jar. The jar is filled with like food, like I think it was like seeds or whatever. The mouse found the jar. When he was eating the seeds, he didn't have to go look for no food no more. So
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't running around struggling. He was eating good. And as he was eating, the seeds kept getting
Getting lower
lower
and lower.
and
Yep.
lower and lower and lower to the point where he had then ate all the seeds.
And he
He had
couldn't
the
get out.
bottom and he can't get out.
Yep.
And all this happened because you wanted that instant gratification that instead of trying to be like, oh, let me see what. Okay, this is in the jar right here, but what's gonna happen when this? You ain't even thinking that far.
You ain't even
You
got no other options in
you
your
just like,
head.
this it right? This it?
Yep.
This what we rocking with? Boom. And then now you in a jar with no food, and not all you. The only way you can eat now is relying on somebody to put something in that jar for you.
Yep. That was a good one. That was
Exactly. And
definitely a
I was
good one.
and I was like, bro, that makes so much sense, bro. Because it's like, I don't understand how people can fix their mouths and ask for handouts. Bro, I got a text the other day, bro, from a dude that owed me money. He might think I forgot. I didn't. He asked me, "Hey, bro, you can send me 5 on Cash App until my money hit." Yeah, I can do it. I can. Will I? Bro, like I said, I literally, bro. My thing is I prioritize my peace. If you text me, if you call me, at an inconvenience or something that disrupts my peace, I'm just not gonna acknowledge it. Like, so, and then most of the time, I put my phone on do not disturb or airplane mode. And people all like you said all the time. You be like, "Oh, I can't do that. What if an emergency?" I can understand that, but that emergency gonna have to wait until it's at a convenience for me.
I mean, and I understand that. I just like I don't know. I base that off of stuff that happened to me in the
Yeah.
past. See, like that's why I do it because I
Mhm.
did have phone calls that happened late at night, and if I wasn't there to answer it, it could have been some way worse.
Yeah.
So that's why I look at it like that. I mean, everybody look at that different. Like my little brother, he do it to this day. He'll have his phone like if he and it's when he go to sleep. When he go to sleep, he'll put his phone on do not disturb or whatever. But I'm like, bro, I understand you trying to get some rest. I understand that you trying to like no, you don't want to hear your phone. But that time, and that's how I think about it. In my mind, that time I missed that phone call. I probably couldn't stop it. I probably couldn't. Whatever was gonna happen was gonna happen regardless.
That's how I
But
feel. Yeah,
I feel like in my mind,
you could have
I
did
can't.
something.
I could have did something. So even if I did, even if I answered the phone, okay, that's exit. That's an X on what I could have thought I could have did. You feel me? So if I don't answer the phone, I'm kind of like, now that opens up all of these variables. Like, dang, if I could have answered the phone, maybe I could have made it there. Maybe I could have made a different call. Maybe I could have. That's how I look at it. Which I need to stop doing that. But
I
I
was just about
mean,
to say.
it's
So I used to be like that, and I forgot exactly what it was. It might have been a sermon or a scripture or something, but it was something a while back because I felt like I still kind of feel like a lot of people depending on me, but my whole thing was like I was like that too. Like, but it my whole narrative changed when I realized that and this might not be like the exact same, but when you kind of look at it from a different perspective, like from the outside looking in, and you just got to tell yourself to stop trying to play God. And not saying that's what you were trying to do, but like I had to look at myself and I'm like, dang, I'm trying to change their lives. I'm trying to do this and I'm to that. I just need to give it to God. I'm not stop trying to play God. You feel me? Because like once I give it to God and I just and trust in Him, everything gonna be all right, bro.
Mhm.
Like, bro, all the blessings, all the stuff that didn't happen this week, like, bro, it's like, bro, I've been like, I was literally talking to one of my friends at work about buying a new vehicle like 2-3 days ago. Whole time I didn't know all this stuff was going down, and
Mhm.
then boom, the next day this happened. I'm like, man, what the what like what? All this stuff happening, bro. Like I the lady with the stuff all that the lady my mama met
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
it's just like and I'm
No, that is one thing that happened good to me. That
yeah that's what I'm
when she
saying.
had told me about that, that's love. Especially if she really pulled through for that.
And then all the other stuff that come with that and the connections and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like and see that's why I really be I have a motto is that God take care of His people. That's a motto that I've been living by for the longest, bro.
I
Like
just a lot of people don't agree because they want it on their time. That's
exactly.
most people problem. They think they supposed to get it. They think if they pray 2 weeks later or a month later, they just supposed to just get that blessing that they asked for, bro. That's not how it
And
works,
I ain't
bro.
gonna lie, I'm glad that nothing in my life has came when I wanted it. Because I feel like it's developed a different kind of mentality and approach because we live in a microwave society. Everybody want it fast, all that. But when you really want something to last and to really be plentiful and nourished,
You got to take its time.
you got to put it in that slow cooker. You got to put it in that crock pot. You got to put it in that oven. It got to cook
Hmm.
overnight. You got to bake it. Like it
Yep.
takes time. It takes time. Like it's never gonna happen when you want it to happen. And if it did happen when you want it to happen, okay, you might believe in God more, but now you handicapped because God don't have to give us everything we ask for.
Yep.
But say if he feeling like yeah, I'm gonna give you what you want for these next keep asking. I'm giving it to you right when you ask for it. Soon as he don't give it to you, what you gonna do then? Is you gonna go and
No, then they gonna forget.
I was about to say, is you gonna go and bash? Oh Lord, you done did all this. Why me? No, it ain't no why me. Because if you believe in him like you like you said you did, you know what come with it. The Bible say all things good are from God. If it's
Hmm.
bad, it's not from him. That's what I think a lot of people forget and misconstrue when people like somebody die or they lose a job. They oh God, why me? It's not God. And I think that's another thing. Like a lot of people confuse blessings.
I feel like that can still be. I feel like let's
Well,
just
I
say
mean,
when I lost my job at AT&T. Okay, I feel like it wasn't meant for me. God has something better in store for me. It's not going to
yeah,
happen right now, but He's setting me up for
hmm
all of these obstacles that I'm about to go through to prepare me for
exactly.
when I get there. That's how I looked at it.
Well, I mean, yeah, and that makes sense. But I mean, like, that's a good way to look at it. But I mean, like, when you try to like blame it on him, like, no,
Oh yeah, yeah.
like,
That's just ignorant.
see, but looking at it from that mindset, yeah, that's how you should look at stuff like
Hmm.
this. This is like, well, anything that happened, all things are good. It's from God. So it's like, if this happened, it happened for a reason.
And even though you thanked them for it, like I think when I first got it, when I start seeing the money coming in, I'm like, oh yeah, this about to be it, man. God took care of me. Oh.
Prime example how everything happened for a reason. I got in a fight with this dude a while, like not recent, but like a long, long time ago, right? Uh, he snuck me. That's another story for another day. But my cousin, uh, a little hot headed. I was with him later that day. He's like, man, so I call us a ride. We can go pull up on yada yada. I know he stay. Me, I'm like, don't even worry about it. God gonna take care of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward to now, uh, he in jail for murder. So it's like maybe if I would have went there,
You would have been in his spot.
or it could have been, or maybe I would have been. Maybe that process would have got sped up. Maybe it wouldn't have happened 2 years later. Maybe, or it could have been me. You feel me? It's so many. You never know, bro.
That's like what they call it, like the butterfly effect or something.
Yeah, bro. It's like you never know, especially. So it's like, bro. It's like, I tell people all the time, bro. When I was like young, you try when you're around certain people, you want to try to put on a certain image. But bro, I literally tell people, I'm like, bro, I know where I came from. I know what kind of family members I got and all that, bro. I am a civilian. I'm a civilian. I know what I done been through. I know where I came from, and it always ends the same. All my friends and stuff that was doing certain things, they got what the narrative say.
Mm-hmm.
Dead, shot, jail, something. It's never been positive that came from those. I know about a handful of friends. I probably count on one hand that they doing their thing and they living decent. But it's like, for how long? You feel me? You can only hide this cash flow for so long. You feel me? You can only do you feel me? You can only do so
Temporary.
much.
That's a lot of them live off of that temporary feeling. It feel good right now because like you got it all. But bro, especially if you're not doing it the right way, all of that can go. Even
Exactly.
when you're doing it the right way, it can still go. So imagine
Still
if you're
go.
doing it the wrong way, bro. Like he want God give you that to basically for that temporary right there. Now
Yeah.
he ain't saying doing. He might tip you like go do this whatever. He ain't saying doing no illegal stuff. But look, you can do stuff to get you out of the mud temporarily.
Mhm.
Then eventually he's gonna give you certain scenarios that you're gonna have to take care of to get you to where you want to be.
One of the biggest things like that helps me on my journey, especially with Christ and all this, is that it kind of relieves a lot of stress and pressure off of me. Is whenever you got to realize that God wants you to mess up. The problem is what are you gonna do when you mess up? A lot of people they mess up, they keep messing up, they go down a different path. God, He know we're not perfect. He know it literally. He tells us we all fall short of the glory of God. Nobody is perfect, and I guess that's the narrative of this podcast of the perfectness, because that's just something that always keep coming up. But nobody is perfect. He knows we are not perfect. He doesn't want you to be perfect. He wants you to acknowledge your. He wants basically self awareness, and self awareness to the highest extent to where when you do mess up, acknowledge it, and get back on track. That's it. It's literally people try to complicate all these things, bro. It's not as hard as bro. Oh man, I messed up. I did this. Okay, repent, acknowledge it, and don't try to be a repeat offender. Not purposely or not willingly. You feel me? Like say if you like the Bible say you can drink, but you're not supposed to get like sloppy drunk.
Mm-hmm.
You get sloppy drunk a few times. Man, oh man. Okay, eventually you're gonna have to look at yourself in the mirror. And I think if we did that, everything would change, bro. Like if people would lack accountability so much, it's getting scary, bro. Like I could see something about, and you know what it is. A lot of people, everybody, Instagram personality, they think everybody perfect. Nobody wants to
Mm-hmm.
take accountability, and what they like to do is deflect. So,
Yep.
prime example, I could tell somebody like, I could be like, hey man, your haircuts could be a little bit better. Then they'd be like this. Well, you ain't no barber. What that got to do with what I said? You feel me? Like, hey bro, hey, I ain't gonna lie, you kind of messed this part up, but you could have did this a little bit. And like
Yeah, that's when
you
people
you
don't
you
want
go
to.
be a barber. I don't want to be a barber. I'm telling you. You feel me? People and even when people say constructive criticism, people don't know how to take that.
No, that the thing about it is they don't know how to take that, but they'll take a compliment in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, without
That's the crazy part to me. Like I feel like the way you take a compliment is the way you should take some. And then he's not. I understand if somebody was like just pointing out stuff like they perfect. Like man, your haircut's messed up, man. You need to learn how to do this. You need to learn how to do that. Now you telling me my job. That's different. Now if you tell me this side, maybe I didn't see it.
hmm
Maybe I didn't see it. Okay, don't. I'm gonna take care of it. That's different, bro. That's actually you taking advice. You know, I mean, you wouldn't even say advice. You taking it and you learning from it. Okay, I did this. I know for sure. In the back of my head, I'm putting in there. I'm gonna make sure this ain't gonna happen again.
just like with the clothes, but like it be times where everybody got an opinion about when I drop. Good,
Yeah,
bad,
yeah,
negative.
that's every. That's,
Yeah, good, bad, and it's like
hmm
I don't get on the internet. Like sometimes I might make a little video for like promotional purposes, but I've never like just went on and bashed somebody for a comment that said somebody could say I got the worst brand in the world. That whatever I drop is horrible. I'm not finna get on there like
That's
and
just
go
not
back.
your audience.
Yeah, I'm like that's what I'm saying. I'm like it's an audience out there for everybody. You just gotta find it. So
Yeah,
for one, you just not my audience. That's fine with me. It's 8 billion people on this planet. Like you telling me I can't get all I need is 10,000 to 100,000, not even. So see, some people need less than that. I seen a dude, he made now this is quote unquote, but he posted it. He only his brand only got like 5,000 followers, I think, 100,000 revenue. That breaks down to like 2,000 customers at $100 a piece, something like that. That's all you need. People don't realize that. So yeah, like them, like it's big brands with 150,000 that ain't doing them type of numbers because it's who really rocking what you got going on,
facts.
not just with the hype. So yeah, people tell me stuff all the time, and I take everybody what they saying that in consideration, not only from a designer perspective, but from a me perspective. Because when I design certain things, I know how I think. I'm thinking on the creative level already. So whenever it come in and yada yada yada, I'm already thinking like, okay, this could be like this could be like this should have been like this, yada yada. Some people can see something and be like, "Oh, I love this." Some people can see it. It's not for me. Some people can
hmm
see it. It's like I'm seeing stuff you don't see. I could tell somebody like so I can get. Oh man, I love this man. I done had it for 4 months. I wear it every day, and I be like, yeah, I like it, but I ain't really like how I did this. They can be like, what? I ain't even noticed that. So it's like you gotta just learn how to take the good with the bad.
Yep.
And I think that's what another bad like people don't like taking the good with the bad. And that's it. Literally, name one story where it's all good. Jesus didn't
None.
even have it all good.
None.
Jesus was having it. He was having his way. But a lot of people forget. See, a lot of people only remember the ending part of that story. Jesus was a carpenter for 30 years. Like he didn't start popping out, letting people know what it was and what it wasn't until he was like 35. So just imagine you the son of God, right? You gotta live, you gotta live your entire life. And he was like, not yet, don't tell nobody yet. Or you can tell people just, but don't start wilding out with no tricks or no miracles. So just imagine you chilling with your partners like, hey, bro, I ain't supposed to tell y'all something, but look, hey, I'm him. Hey, I'm one of them. Man, you ain't one of them. I'm telling you, son. Man, whatever, bro. Like, and you feel me? You going 35 years? That's a long time.
That's definitely a long time.
And then out of nowhere, you just pop MJ Prime. Like,
Have you ever thought of yourself being at a job for 35 years, or just at a job to where you would retire?
no and yes. Sometimes I be like, man, I could just thug it out. Cause like from what I'm saying now, my concept of time is horrible. Not for a bad purpose, just because like I see a lot of people now are older that's just starting stuff. So I'm like, in my head, I thought about a lot. So I was like, man, I can go to the army. Like when I was in high school, this was all the time. I go to the army for a few years, knock it out, get it out the way quick. I'm 30. I got the rest of my life to live with a consistent money that's gonna always come because I retire from the army. Stuff like that. So like just like with jobs, sometimes I'll be like, damn, I'm doing this, but maybe I could just lock in and it just stay somewhere for a certain amount of time, sit there, go through the motions, just get through it. And by the time I get through it, 20 years of that flew by. I'm 40 and I'm good. I'm set for life. And then the other hand on me is like, bro, that ain't you. You feel me? Like I I feel like I'd rather be like I don't know. I don't even know how to put it, but I don't see that for me, bro.
Man,
Staying at one job for 20 years, bro. I
that's
feel like
crazy.
I'd rather be one of them dudes that's doing everything. Like right now, bro. I mean, I got so many. I'd rather have just keep adding ways to make some money, bro. Like because, bro, I do so much, bro, to try to make like not try to make money, but it's like my I count them as jobs. Like all this stuff I do, this right here, this is a job for me.
Hmm.
You feel me?
But it's
So
something that I'm saying that, like, that's something that you want to do.
yeah, yeah. This is
So I
something
mean that I don't you could consider that a job because but at the
well
end
a
of the day
career.
it's
That's what
kind
I
of
say, a career.
yeah you can
But
yeah
when I say it's a job, not I don't mean in a negative kind of, but I mean like scheduling wise for me. So it's like when I say I have all these sources of income, this is another percent source that it just got to kick in.
hmm
Clothing kicking in.
hmm
Shoot, even gambling. I didn't hit enough. Shoot, that's a source. My actual normal job.
hmm
You know, all these other things like I kind of so I just add them up. So when people ask me what I'm doing, I'll be like, I'm working. Like I'm
yeah
all like I'm working, bro. Like no matter what I'm doing, I'm working. Even when I'm not doing nothing, I'm working because I'm working.
towards some of what
Like
you already got
I could be
and
trying to just I could just have like I can have a mental. So I do a lot of mental notes. I'll be like, okay, I want to start getting creative with yada yada today. For me to get creative out of the blue, sometimes it's not hard because I'm a creative person, but I need that time to myself to get in that mode. So sometimes I gotta set aside some time and just enjoy me and laugh, watch a podcast, just have some me time and or listen to a comedy or work out or just do something, something that just clears my mind. Sometimes I might have to just take a nap. Just like anything that can just get me to get my mind to relax and get put to ease. Because once it gets at ease, that's whenever the juices start flowing. So then I can get in that mode. So yeah, so I can be off, but on that off day, I got every day. I don't think it's been one day where I don't have nothing scheduled. At least for me. So
yeah
I could be at work. I mean, I could be off. And I could be in my head. I'm like, all right, I want to do this around this time, around this time. From this period to this period, this is my resting period. Uh, like all this stuff, like every single day is always planned out. Now, does it always go as planned? Sometimes stuff may change. Like today, in my mind, I was like, all right, I want to shoot the pod uh early, not early, but I want to shoot it like around 2, 3 o'clock, but we had something that came up, which pushed it back, which is fine. But I, in my mind, I always had these things going like on how I'm gonna have my day going, like every day. It's never been one day where I woke up and I'm like,
I try to I
like
try
maybe
to
maybe even in college, bro. Like college, I used to take. I ain't gonna lie, I was heavy on mental days in college, bro. Like I used to take like I was scheduled for like 4, 5 days a week. Well, I had like one class on like Friday, like two classes on Thursday. But every day, one day a week, I just didn't go to class. Whether if it was a Monday, a Sunday, Tuesday, like one of them days I would pick, and it would be on one of them days where I got like, or if I got like a day with like 5 classes, one class I'm just not gonna go to. Like just cause, bro, when you got so much going on, you gotta know how to keep yourself like
and see that's my problem, bro. Even when I'm sleeping, I be thinking I wake up with headaches
I do.
sometimes.
Sometimes I'm like that too. I don't wake up with headaches, but I'm always thinking too. Like, and sometimes I'm thinking when I go to sleep thinking, and I'm thinking about like other stuff. But bro, I realize like at like I feel like my life is on the uprising right now. The journey I've been on and everything because of the way things are starting to play out, and the main reason I feel like everything is starting to play out how it's supposed to play out is because I I I in a sense I just stopped caring. And not in a bad way. It's like, bro, God's got me. It's out
Hmm.
of my hands at this point. whatever happened will happen because it's his will, not mine. And I think a lot of people got like, and I've been focusing on a lot of like words because speaking life, life and death is in the power of the tongue. So I'm trying to speak life and be mindful of what I say. Little things, you know, you doubt somebody about how you been, boy. Ah, shoot, I'm trying to get like you. I don't say that no more
Yeah,
because
I don't think I never said that.
why I always say that. I always just say that, but it's because you can speak that. Like you might actually you said enough, and instead of trying to like I saw this on Instagram. They had this dude. He turned his life around and he was wilding before, and now he all the way right, whatever. At least that's what he perceiving. I don't know his personal stuff, but you know he on the he praying for people and all this stuff. And I remember somebody said something in the comments, and he was like, "I'm trying to get like you." He was like, "Man, don't trying to get like me. I'm trying to get like God."
Yeah, be better than me.
Exactly. And ever since I heard that, it made sense. It's like, yeah, bro, why? It's just little stuff like that. Like you trying, like we supposed to be trying to walk in God's shadow and in His path, in the path of righteousness.
Hmm.
You feel me? So it's like that's the things I'm trying to incorporate in my life on a daily basis. So speaking life, positivity, and that's why I really like. I'm not the type that's gonna keep telling you something. Like I said, I leave, I go situations and it ain't got to be it could be something like it ain't got to be like a relationship. It could just be like a normal relationship.
Hmm.
I'm removing myself from any situation that I feel like can cause me the opposite of peace. If I feel like you're a distraction, a problem, anything, because so it's like okay, I could be around some people, and if you just negative all the time, and if I say, "Damn, I mean, you ain't even have to do all that. You could have just you ain't even have to say that." Now you know you just be walking somebody, and they're like, "Man, she ugly." Like, damn. I mean, okay, I get it. Maybe that was the first thing that came to your mind. I might let you slide, but if like every time, because when you around me, eventually I'm saying you're gonna start to understand and it's gonna start to wear off on you or it's not. So if I'm all because I'm positive, I don't want to hear nothing about no negativity. I don't want to hear nothing about no killings in the news. I don't want to hear nothing about your mama and what y'all got. I don't want to hear nothing negative, bro. Now, if
Hmm.
it's funny, we can make an exception. But like, or if you trying to be or with the intention of being funny. But I don't want to hear you like, oh, me and my mama got into it and bro, hey, bro, I don't want to hear that. Nah, like I am all ears though, like to try to give you some advice. If that's now, that's a different
And that's the
conversation.
thing. When most people come to you like that, like with a conversation like that, I feel like that's all they want. They
And
want
that's
some
fine. Like,
advice.
say if you come to me and like, oh, boy, me and my girl, yada yada. I'm not just finna take your side because you my partner.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
man,
Right
hey,
is right, wrong is wrong,
man, I
bro.
came in the house the other day and she tripping on me because I came in late. What time you came in? 2 o'clock. Why you came in there too? I was up. Did you tell her? Nah, I'm the man. Simple stuff like
That's
that.
the
It's
thing.
simple communication.
Yup.
You just proved to yourself, bro. You couldn't have told her little stuff like, "Hey, I'm doing this. I'm gonna be out." Now, if you would have told her, she can't be mad. But since you want to be all big and bad around your partners, like, nah, I ain't gotta tell her nothing. Now
See,
you
that's
got
that
this burden.
childish stuff.
Yeah, now you got this burden on you when you get to the house.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's I feel like that's that childish stuff. Like, and I hate that, bro. I hate like whenever you trying to like as a you trying to pull kid cards. That's what I call it because like as an adult, yes, you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be some days you're gonna be mad at each other. Some days you're gonna be doing this, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, bro, don't be childish about it. All that's gonna do is make it worse.
making it worse.
It's just gonna make it worse, bro.
I
So
don't even like arguing with people. Now we can have a debate, but I feel like arguing not getting nowhere because like, what are we arguing? You don't know. I actually that's a pet peeve for me. I don't like people that don't know how to have conversations, tough conversations. Like, and that bothers me. Like, okay, say if we talking now, if we passionate about it and it's like no ill intent, that's different. But if we having a conversation, right,
mhm.
and I'm like, uh, what's something like? I'm trying to. Okay, I can't even think. Okay, like
Just like
where my charger at, right? Something like that.
mhm.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't have your charge. Normal voice. It's just me and you here. I'm like, I'm telling you. And then see, even when people respond like that, I'm gonna keep my like, dude. I'm telling you, I don't know where your charger is. I don't have your charger. Didn't have your charger. Yada yada yada. What? Yeah, that like. And if you can't, because I'm always talk calm unless it just gets like. So, my thing is, if I'm yelling, I don't yell or get frustrated because of what you're saying. I get frustrated with the consistency of like a certain sound, right? So you ever be listening to somebody talk or have an argument, and you can be calm, and then for me it's like this. Uh, man, you supposed to be doing this, yada yada, bro. Chill, you. What? Okay, but look, it's supposed to be like. But eventually I'm just like, yo, I'm just tired of hearing this look in my ear, bro. It's like just bro, that's how I hear it. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like I said, I'm removing myself from anything that caused me not peace. So while you yelling, I didn't remove myself from the conversation. You talking, I didn't zone you out, bro. I'm just like, man, what is she yelling about, bro? You feel like, or if even through text messages, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not in. I just not respond. Like it's so many, cause it's like, why even put myself in a situation like this, bro? Like it doesn't matter. None of this stuff matter, bro. Like I'm not arguing with nobody about nothing, bro. About no money, about nothing. It ain't nothing you could argue. Now we can have a debate about something, but like just I'm not. What am I
Well,
arguing?
nowadays a debate is gonna fall into unless you having a conversation with your partners or
Mm-hmm.
something. But if it revolves a female, ain't no debating, my brother. Ain't no debating, bro.
Like and I don't like a girl can ask you something like, what should I wear? Like
Oh, that's
I think you should wear this, but they want you to really say this, so they'll be like, you don't like
yeah. You don't like
these,
you sure you don't like this?
but how you think? No, I don't really like them. They come back. You sure you don't like these? Like I'm
Or they
like
don't come back with the one you pick. So what you asked me for? What you asked
exactly.
me for? What I
So I didn't got to the point whenever they ask me, I don't even try to tell them what I think. I try to guess what they want me to say. Like, so what I do, I be like, what should I wear? They be like, you know which ones you want to wear. You already know.
you look good in all of
You
them.
feel me? Like you know what you want to wear, so don't even ask me. Like you in deep down in your heart you actually do. If I bring you two pair of shoes and they could both be clean shoes, but it's like
Your heart gonna hit heavy on one of them.
exactly like okay, say you could be wearing all black, right? You bring me some all white forces, and you got some black shoes, and you like I really don't want to wear these all white forces because it's too loud, but it go with the fit. I'd rather just wear this all black and keep it cool. In my mind, I'm like, you know what shoes you want to wear.
Hmm.
You already know.
They trying to. I feel like they just be trying to see if we on the same page.
And that's
That's
just
all. That's
that's
all it
because we
is.
live in a society that's full of validation, bro. Everybody need validation, approval. Like
They don't want to think for themselves,
I
or they
don't
think
know.
for themselves, but they trying to get somebody else's opinion instead of just rocking with what they got.
I don't know, but I always felt like since a youngin, I could care less about what people think. Like I could care less about like literally what anybody thinks. Family members, coaches,
Thinking
friends,
about what people think, boy. Diddy show ain't caring what people think, boy. So
or
many people starting to come out, bro. It's ridiculous,
boy,
bro. They even said the dude even, bro. They say even Justin Bieber in it.
man,
He
bro,
didn't he didn't did some stuff to Justin Bieber. Him and one of his workers or something, bro. Everything started coming out, bro. Everything is coming out. Like
bro,
it's getting
bro.
crazy.
I'm seeing old videos and stuff pop out, bro. It's like stuff from a long, long time ago. I'm like, bro, I don't. I like my thing is like, how is this stuff all just popping out right now? Because this is
Because all it took was one person. All it took was one person to come out. Nah, they didn't broke it. Now everybody about to start coming out. It ain't just about to be him. It's about to be a bunch of bro. When they bro, me looking at it, watching all of these interviews and all of this, bro. When they said like the music industry is like really majority of gay people,
oh yeah.
bro. It's seeming to be true.
I ain't
It's
gonna.
definitely seeming to be true.
So I ain't gonna lie. Who you think worse? Like it might not be the best because he got all these allegations out right now. But like, if you get to choose one of these parties to go to, Diddy house party or a Mike Rubin party, which one you going to?
I go to Diddy's. Just simple fact is because I know he's gonna have. I feel like he's gonna have most of the females there.
Yeah.
Like that's how I look at it. Like I mean, whatever they doing, I mean, whatever they do, they can do what they want to do. But I feel like, and it also, to be honest, even though he doing all of this stuff, I feel like he'll still have the
Nah,
best
it's
party. To be
definitely gonna be a
honest,
vibe. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know though. You gotta go chill with Mister Take That. You know they call
all
Take
right. What
That,
about
Take
what's his
That.
name then? What about
I know, but I'm saying
Hugh Hefner?
I don't really know him. I heard his name, but I
Hugh
don't.
Hefner is basically Playboys.
Oh, that was the old
The
dude.
old white man, yeah.
I'm gonna kick it with him.
With all the girls,
All of
bro,
them, without a doubt. Wait,
nah,
over Diddy? Not over Diddy. Diddy gonna have the black
I don't
females
know.
out.
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. You're
But
right.
I'm
It's gonna be a
saying though, with all
different.
these allegations, Mister Take That, he might mess around. He might mess around. Get you try to take some. Take that. I ain't taking that, bro. All these allegations and stuff, bro. Hey, free Diddy. I mean,
Man, I don't know,
I
man.
think
He getting to the point to now he's invading, like he's bringing kids in
so.
this.
I ain't gonna lie, honestly, and it's gonna sound bad, but I think it's not as bad as people making it seem because of the stuff that happened. These were accepted, like stuff like this was accepted in this time. Times have changed. Now, of course, anything with the RAP word E is never acceptable. But I mean, like people talking about like sexually assaulted because like Diddy might have touched them or something at a party or something. Okay, granted, you didn't give consent, but back in the day, that's what y'all did. You feel me? Y'all was just walking up to people. That's how, bro. It's people married like that now. Still to this day, they just walked up to him and grabbed them.
What I don't like about the whole situation is about all of them, every single one of them. For when it comes to Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Pete, Pete Diddy, all of them, bro. I feel like the thing that I don't like, and I hate when people keep saying because they was scared. I don't like that,
I
bro.
ain't
I
gonna
feel like
lie.
if you really was hurt and you really didn't like it and you really, bro, it's no way this would stay on your mind for so long that you wouldn't go crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. I understand that. I like that argument with anybody else besides Diddy. Diddy, I can see why they were scared. Nigga got pop going.
Well, see,
And
he was
and and,
also
and
going by
covered his.
other millionaires. See, the reason why Diddy really did what he did because he was so always surrounded by other billionaires. So them other billionaires was really watching out for him. If somebody came out and snitched on Diddy, then they all in trouble.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Like,
that's why that's how Diddy's situation went. But like R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, you know, they ain't had nobody with them.
that's different.
They was by themselves. They was
Yeah.
doing this shit by
You know
themselves.
what's crazy though? Is like, bro, R. Kelly could have probably sung the draws off of
Any
every
woman,
grown woman.
any
Why is you
stupid,
even
bro.
like? I mean, I get it, y'all. All this was consensual and stuff, but it's like, bro, you could have sung the draws off of
And it still would have probably happened the same way.
just imagine. But at least it wouldn't have been with the kids though. But
Yeah,
like with Usher, Usher had his situation. People still
Usher was
love,
one of them
but
too.
but everybody still love Usher because he beat all his allegations.
Well, he's in this Diddy talk too.
Oh,
They
for
saying
real?
he did
Oh,
stuff with Diddy
god
too.
damn,
Yes,
man.
bro. That's what I'm saying. It's coming out
I ain't gonna
now,
lie.
bro.
One of the things I don't like about Diddy is how Diddy always calling like other men daddy. Like it's buku
Yeah,
videos
see,
about. I ain't gonna lie. No,
that's
what
weird.
what video? A video popped out. It might have been Usher video. He said something about like we used to like. He said something like we used to be in our drawers fight wrestling over frosted
Oh
flakes or
yeah,
something like.
yeah. That's
Like, bro, that's wild. Two grown men wrestling for some frosted flakes. Like, imagine you had Diddy and you like, man, I'm hungry.
in
Son.
your boxes.
What, man? Hey, what we got to eat, Diddy? We got the chef today. Nah, we got one. We got enough for one box of cereal. Left. Hey, we can't get no chef. Nah, not today. You gonna have to wrestle for wrestle.
Fuck rock paper scissors.
We
You
got
gotta wrestle in boxes, bro. Like,
you a
come on now,
millionaire?
man.
We ain't no other box.
Come on, man.
Nah, we wrestling today. Whoever want to eat got to wrestle in their boxes.
Did you? I don't know if you remember, like back in the day, whenever Justin Bieber had did something. Diddy did something to Justin Bieber or something, and he kind of like he said no. Diddy said something gay or something, and Justin Bieber was laughing at it like it was all cool, bro. It's literally coming back to like they saying Justin Bieber scared right now, bro, because his name is out there now. Now
I feel like
it's gonna mess him up.
Justin Bieber untouchable, bro. Like, I don't care what.
I don't know, man. Ain't nobody untouchable.
Cause I ain't gonna lie. If Justin Bieber came out as gay,
I don't even think it would even be
That's what
that
I'm
he
saying.
gay. I feel like he he did something which any other person would do to try to get into the industry to be with Diddy.
Well,
Like, I mean, that's
I ain't gonna lie. They say a lot. Like I don't know if it's still like this, but what's his name? The dude Orlando Columbus Short. He the dude from Stump the Yard.
with the bald head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard some stuff about him
Yeah. So
too.
he was like he said he went to like a audition or something, and he didn't have to audition. Well, he auditioned. They automatically gave him the role or whatever. He beat everybody, and he go have a meeting with the director, and the director was like, "You got the role, but if you want this role, you got to suck my." You feel me? And the dude, he was like, "All right, bet," but he thought of something on the slick, and he made like a little funny joke out of it and got by. He said he had went and had like a midget friend or whatever. I mean a little person friend or whatever, and he had guy. I guess he paid them to do it. I don't know if they did it or if it was for a joke, but he sent them in the room with like a sign, and it said, "All right, now I don't have to get on my knees." Because it was a little dude.
That's
I don't
bro.
know if it's a little
That's
girl,
wild, man.
a little girl or a little dude or whatever. But I don't
That's
know.
wild what the rap industry is. Like this is crazy, son.
Yeah, man, I don't know, bro. Like that's just like
And
selling your soul. I ain't never see. My thing was like I used to always tell people all the time, it's easy to go viral. You just gotta do some crash stuff.
yep,
But it's like that's and now that you seeing they got a lot of these people that was doing this crash stuff back in the day is retiring and changing their whole woo woo
yep.
because this not what they want to be known for. And I'm like the same thing. I could go do some crash stuff right now. I'm just like, bro, I'm not I. Cause like when you stand for a certain amount of things and then you get caught on some goofy allegations, it's like, well, you was doing this, but it's like, well, it was an exception for me to do this, and I threw my morals out because I was trying to feed a family. Nah, if you got them saying more, see, that's why I respect Nip a lot. Nipsey, I never really knew about him until like right when he died or whatever.
Wait,
But
you ain't jammed Nipsey before then?
I used to listen to that song with him and Roddy Rich, I think. And I think I heard his music a few times because it was on 2K too. But
Mm-hmm.
I think I heard him, but I never knew who Nipsey, like what he looked like. I don't even think I even heard of the name before until like, but I've heard something like like all my life. Man, but
Grinding on
like
my yeah.
I've been hearing this stuff because his stuff be on like movies and
Yeah,
shows and
that's on
stuff.
2K too.
I think he had some songs too on like Ballers, like back in the day. And, I was watching Ballers when that first came out, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like I didn't know who Nipsey was. I ain't know, like I knew who his Lauryn Hill was, but I ain't. You feel me? It was just a lot. It was pieces of the puzzle just was missing. Uh, yeah, and I think I even knew he had a song with like Roddy Rich that I liked. I just you just don't be putting like you might not unless you're watching a video, you playing it on Apple Music,
Yeah.
sometimes you just listen to it like you don't know exactly who owned the song and all that. Like it was a song I was listening to the other day, I thought it was somebody else. It wasn't him. I was like, oh
And our
snap.
rapper starting to really sound alike now too.
Exactly. So I don't know, bro. But this episode is sponsored to you by Beyond Noir and 3P Legacy. We appreciate y'all love and support, man. Happy holidays. We getting better. Upgrading the set. We got things on the way. Camera on the way. New equipment on the way, man. We just want to keep pouring into y'all like y'all pouring into us. We got anything you want to say? Let
Nothing,
them.
just appreciate all of y'all, man. Everybody that's been watching. I mean, everybody that's gonna start watching. I just want to say thank y'all. Happy holidays, man. Y'all be safe with y'all and y'all family, man.
And I was gonna let DeAndre do the quote, but I got a quote for y'all today. My quote for y'all today is: if was a fifth, if my sister had a dick, she would have been my brother. That's how y'all sound with them ifs. Hey man, we out.